Joining me now is New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani. Mr. Mayor, it's great to see you. How you doing?
You know, what an incredible night. What an incredible morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you again. Did you get any sleep?
You know, I went to sleep at 3:45 a.m. and like most New Yorkers, woke up asking myself, did that really happen?
and it did happen. I can confirm. I saw it at a bar on the Lower East Side. You are such a diehard Knicks fan. It has been so fun to watch you go through this playoff run. I saw a video of you celebrating in the streets a few hours ago. I think you were in the West Village. Is that where you were?
Yes, that's where I was. And I think it was the same thing no matter what part of the city you were in. People have been waiting for this for 53 years. And there have been so many heartbreaks, so many near misses, so many years, every year where we've told ourselves it's the year. And for it to actually happen now, I mean, there's nothing more we can ask for as New Yorkers.
Talk to me about the energy in the city right now with the World Cup going on, with the Knicks winning the championship. Have you ever felt this way in New York City before, seen New York City so united before?
Really wrote about it quite beautifully, where it said that oftentimes this kind of unity comes in moments of tragedy, and to see it coming now in a moment of joy, it's something that I've never seen before across our city, where the nation's largest city has become what feels like the world's smallest town, where everyone is thinking and hoping and praying for the same thing. And now here we are, and we're just pinching ourselves and asking, is it real?
I feel like the parade announcement dropped in the seconds after the championship being clinched. What can you tell us about what we can expect for Thursday?
Well, I think first and foremost, as a fan, I'm always hesitant not to jinx anything, but as the mayor, we do have to prepare for all of the logistics. So thanks to the team and partners at MSG as well as at the NYPD, this work has been happening behind the scenes just in case we were to win Game 5. And we're going to have a parade on Thursday, and it's going to be a parade that has a ceremony at City Hall. We'll be presenting keys to the city to the Knicks team, and then it will be the first ticker tape parade in Knicks history, where New Yorkers will be able to celebrate a moment that feels like we waited an entire lifetime for, because when it comes to people my age and a little bit older, we have.
I just got the chills with you saying that. And in fact, no reason you'd know this, but this show is going to be originating from my hometown of Los Angeles, but I happen to be here in New York with our team in Times Square to launch the show. I couldn't have picked a better time to be in the city for all of this. And it was the most unbelievable experience I think I've ever had, including in my years at NYU 20 years ago. I want to play you, Mr. Mayor, something that has gone viral since the Knicks made the finals. I am positive, 100% positive you've seen it, but I just want to get your reaction. Watch this.
Mayor's still Muslim. My bagel's still Jewish. Even the Pope's on our side.
He was right. He was right. Did you get to meet him? Do you know anything about him? Have you reached out to him?
I haven't met him, but he is a New Yorker whose words have really stayed with all of us. You know, thanks to him, there are a lot of people who've just been running up to me over the last few weeks, just shouting at me, "My mayor's Muslim." I said, "It's true, I am."
And my bagel is Jewish, and so is this news anchor, and it's a beautiful thing, New York City here. Mayor,
it truly is. I think it speaks to just what this city is, and even this team. It's not just a cookie cutout of the same thing again and again. It's every single player having a role, bringing together all of the 5 boroughs for this moment. It's truly a joy.
I wish my Christian was Dior. We got to talk World Cup, Mayor. You were
me too,
you were in
brother,
the stand.
Me too.
Yeah, I know. I saw you in the stands with New Yorkers who won that 1,000 affordable ticket giveaway. What was it like for you to be out there with everybody? They seemed so pumped to see you.
It was amazing. You know, I think we were able to deliver 1,000 tickets at the cost of $50 each with free round trip travel, and to sit next to so many New Yorkers who had dreamed of this day. You know, I was sitting next to a woman who showed me that she had posted on Facebook 8 years ago that her dream was to go to the World Cup. And thanks to this raffle, she was able to do so. And I think that's just, it speaks to what we want sports to be. I mean, even we're talking about the Knicks. We don't want sports to be a luxury commodity. We want it to be something that every person can see themselves in and be a part of. And to sit next to those New Yorkers who have long been waiting for this moment, it was one of the best moments that I've ever had.
It was so cool to see, and it is such a celebratory atmosphere in the city right now. But just to make a turn, a lot of New Yorkers are worried about what Tom Homan said about sending all these ICE officers to New York City. You and I talked about this when I saw you during the transition when we walked from your office over to City Hall in between the Tweed Courthouse. Do you think New Yorkers should be afraid of a surge of ICE agents here? Have you talked to the administration at all about this surge? And what is New York City going to do about it if it happens?
You know, I think it's actually not too unrelated from the conversation we were just having. This is a moment of such excitement and joy as part of a reflection of the city as being a place where everyone is welcome, everyone is a part of it. There's a room for everyone to see themselves not only in the past or the present of the city, but also the future of the city. And these kinds of threats, as you've said, from Tom Homan and the federal administration, they're not new, and neither will our response be. We continue to be proud of being a sanctuary city. We continue to be ready to stand up for our immigrant neighbors, and we continue to be ready to use every single tool at our disposal. And I've said to the president directly that I believe that ICE raids are cruel and they do nothing to serve in the interests of public safety. And I do believe it's a rogue agency that should be abolished because we need an approach to immigration in this country that has more humanity at the heart of it. And right now in this city, humanity is what we are showing by and large across the 5 boroughs, and it's something that we're going to keep showing in our response to the federal government as well.
Do you believe this is a real threat, or is it just bluster? Have you gotten any indication they're serious about this?
You know, we've heard threats time and again. I'm sure we'll hear more of them. We treat every single one of these as real things to be responded to, but we will not be backing down from our laws or from our values.
On your midterm endorsements, these 3 that you have made, and you're going out actively campaigning for everybody, I would love for you to talk a little bit about this because, you know, a Democratic strategist who worked with you during your 2025 run called these endorsements of these progressive candidates high risk, but also high reward. Do you think, I mean, it could expand the power of Democratic socialists in Washington. It could also backfire. How did you level that decision?
Well, I think at the heart of it was a recognition of the fact that the affordability agenda cannot be won alone. If we are serious about transforming the nation's most expensive city into one that's affordable for the people who build it each and every day, we're going to need partners at every level of government. And when I looked at these 3 candidates, Brad Lander, Claire Valdez, Daria Lisa Avila Chevalier, in each of them, I saw someone who would champion the working person that is often left out of these conversations entirely. And what I'm seeing in the campaigns that they're building is the kind of conviction and the kind of clarity that is oftentimes missing in not just our politics, but even in our party. You look at Brad's campaign and how he's building one to make it clear that, no, we're not going to let a billionaire buy an election. When you look at Daria Lisa Avila Chevalier's campaign, a track record of having freed New Yorkers unjustly detained by ICE. And when you look at Claire Valdez, a moment where working people are being pushed out of our city, to have someone who rose up through the union movement, whose focal point and focus is on the working person, to have that as a champion in Congress, it's more than any New Yorker could ask for.
There's a similar thing playing out in my hometown of Los Angeles. We have a Democratic socialist, Nithya Raman, running against the Democratic mayor of L.A., Karen Bass. Are you going to endorse Nithya Raman?
I got to tell you, most of my focus is right here across the 5 boroughs. That's where I've kept it with my endorsements thus far. And beyond that, all I'm really thinking about is the ticker tape parade on Thursday.
I don't blame you, Mr. Mayor. It is an exciting time in New York. I'm honored to have you on the broadcast on our inaugural weekend. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani. It's a pleasure to have you here. Great to see you.
Thank you, my friend. Great to see you as well.